I want to keep this podcast fresh, so I'm going to mix up the questions a little bit. What annoys you about each other? You answer this one in 2 seconds.
I feel like it's easier to think of negatives. What annoys me? Your time management really pisses me off.
Okay.
And
Recently.
no, this has been an ongoing thing since we were 10 years old. Your time management, and sometimes, if I'm going to be totally honest here.
That's okay, because I'm going to be honest, too.
Okay. Your like, one of my biggest pet peeves in life out of anybody is immaturity.
Oh, my fucking God.
And
that's what pays the bills. It's my immaturity.
No, I know. I know. But not even that. Like, it's not like a oh, I'm cute little David Dobrik immaturity. Like, I'm a young innocent little guy.
It's like being an idiot.
Yeah, being just being stupid.
Okay, my turn.
Wait, I didn't get to finish. I could have gone on and on about the different things that.
Oh, you want to do another one?
No, I'm just kidding. Keep going.
What annoys me about you, I hate. You are always so mean to me when you're drunk.
What?
Yeah, always.
I feel like I don't talk to you when I'm drunk.
No, you're always so sassy when you're drunk. Always. I've never had a conversation with you while you've been drunk where everyone's like, Natalie's cool. Every time you're drunk, I'm like, man, what did I do?
Shut the fuck up. What did I do? That's so funny. Probably because I have so many, like, throughout the day. We go out so late.
So much built up shit.
Yeah, so much built up shit. And then we go out at night and it all just kind of like comes out because it's all pent up during the day.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Am I nice to you? Yeah, I'm nice when I'm drunk. I'm not really drunk. What was the best part about Vernon Hills?
Friends. Like,
Just got boring.
I'm your friend now.
thanks, Taylor.
Taylor. Thank you,
If I
Taylor.
can be.
If I can be. Taylor, you're fired again.
See you later.
No, I mean, like, well, it's just different. Like, because we have such a great friend group now here, genuinely. But there's something so different and humbling about, like, our hometown friends.
Sure, it's the kids you grew up with.
Sure.
Like, you went through everything together.
Yeah.
Do you think you'd be able to last a day in my shoes, and would I be able to last a day in your shoes?
Like, doing it exactly in our shoes. Like, you have to
Yeah.
work for me and I have to work for you.
Yeah. Like, would you be able to be the vlogger and I'd be the assistant for the week?
I don't think I could vlog like you, for sure. Definitely
Okay.
not. I'm not extroverted enough to do what you do. Like, you insert yourself into situations that are, like, uncomfortable where I would just shy away from something.
I think
like
I'd kill
that.
it as my assistant.
I mean, well, yeah, you do know yourself pretty well, so that would make sense.
No, I know. That was,
You
that,
just read
that
your
was-
own mind.
That was like a trick question.
That's another pet peeve of mine. Sometimes you just say things in your head and you're like, why didn't you do it? And I'm like, you never spoke it out loud. Like, I can't read your mind.
That makes sense.
Can I say one?
Yeah, go Taylor.
Okay. Something that's annoying about you is how
Wait,
many...
this is
Inserted
three questions
herself
back.
in
This
the-
is 3 questions back.
Taylor, what the fuck is going on?
Wait, why? What just happened?
Taylor, we were talking about our favorite player in Mario Kart.
Oh my god.
No, I'm kidding. Go.
Taylor, just
What is
think
it
about
annoying?
whatever you're about to say. Just think
No,
about
it's
it.
annoying how many things you're good at.
Oh, I knew it. You know what you just did?
What?
You just did a cliche job interview question.
yeah.
When they go, what are your weaknesses?
And you're like,
For job interviews, you say, like, I can't say no to things, or like, I always want to get things done no matter what, and I really don't get to sleep much. I'm such a perfectionist. Like, that's the answer you just gave. Is you're too good at everything.
that's really funny.
You got the job. You're hired again, Taylor.
He's not too good at everything. He's just good at some things that get a lot of attention.
The race car game.
He used to game. That's all he did. He didn't do anything except for play
I'm
video
good
games.
at a lot of things. Why can't you
You're
just
good
admit
at
that?
gaming and vlogging and conversing.
I'm good at a lot of other things.
Like what?
I'm good at tennis, ping pong.
Basketball.
I'm all right.
But like still.
You're good at a lot of things too, Nat.
Yeah, no.
Oh, go for it. Yeah, list them.
Eating egg
Eating
rolls.
egg rolls. Yeah.
Natalie, would you rather hook up with David or Jeff?
Ooh.
This one's easy.
I'd definitely rather hook up with Jeff.
100%. Yeah. I mean, if you gave me that, well, no, I'd probably choose you just because you're a girl. But yeah, that one's easy. Why is it? Jeff just came running into the room. Jeff's here.
Here you go.
Make out with me, kiss me, Jeff.
Jeff, grab a mic.
He's been waiting.
Taylor.
Jeff is now on top of
Did
me.
somebody say that Natalie wants to hook up with Jeff?
No, I gave her the option between me and you, and that one's easy.
Oh, okay. Out of everybody, and out of our friends,
In the world.
besides like the celebrities. Actually, no. Todd's still included. I'm out of here. I'm going back to editing.
How many times have you genuinely thought about quitting your job here?
Oh.
How many times have you been like, I don't want to do this? 100%, like genuine.
Let me ask you this first. How many times do you think I have thought of genuinely?
You should
quitting
ask
my
me
job?
how many times I've genuinely thought about firing you.
Well, we get to that later.
Okay.
How many times have you
Genuinely thought you've been wanting to quit your job?
Yeah.
Maybe twice.
Interesting.
What is it?
I would say things have been pretty good lately.
Sure.
But
Wonder why. I'm just kidding.
no, Taylor definitely has a lot to do with that. But even I'm just saying, like in the last like 6 months.
I agree.
You agree with what? That
Like-
things have been better in the last 6 months.
Yeah, that things have been better in the last 6 months.
But there was like the 6 months before the last 6 months where I literally like.
How many times did you think about quitting?
I mean, like at least. I don't want to put a number, but like probably like at least 8 times.
Wow. I would say the amount of times I've wanted to fire you.
Yeah.
But they were like super, like I would have the thought for like 6 hours.
Wow, that's a long time.
That's a long
It's
time.
not that long. It's not that long.
Pretty long.
It's like 6 hours, and then I go vlog or whatever, and I'm in a better mood or something. I would say about 6 times, but this was a while ago. This was when this was like 8 months ago probably.
Yeah. Like, what's the instance? Give me the instance where you thought it.
I don't know. I'm sure Carly would know of an instance if I've ever bitched about you.
Back to the shit baiting real quick. You've told everybody so many times that you guys aren't a thing, so how can people still get upset?
I don't know.
So
You
get
guys-
upset that when we aren't a thing?
Yeah. Like shit baiting or whatever.
Because I think people just interpret our friendship as like, oh, they must be dating, or they must like,
Yeah.
it's just like because we are close, but that's not our fault.
I know.
Nat, here I got another one. Would you ever hook up with a fan?
I don't know what a fan of me is.
No, I'm just like a fan of the videos, just a fan of the whole system, fan of the whole videos.
Probably no.
Group.
No,
No.
I wouldn't.
So someone that comes up to you and goes, "I love the videos," you wouldn't hook up with? You know what I mean? Because I would answer this differently. I'd say yeah, because it's like why would you're only dating people that don't like your work?
No, it doesn't mean they don't like your work, but like
I've always found that question so weird. It's like how can you say no to that? Like I want to date a person that's a fan of mine.
because I'm not so black and white about it. I'm not like, oh, just because this person's not a fan doesn't mean they're not a fan of what I do.
Sure.
But
I mean, I think there's a difference between when you say fan, like somebody who has like all your posters up in their room and has all your clothes, or somebody that just consumes your videos and
or somebody
enjoys.
just knows who you are or knows of you or something.
Yeah.
I think that's different.
I mean, there's definitely, I don't know. I feel like I'd be if I was to date anybody, I'd really hope that they like my videos.
I mean, I would hope that they were supportive.
Sure.
Obviously, that's not going to work out if they're not.
What's your all-time favorite memory of working here, or of any of the videos?
I don't know why. I feel like I always blank on like what we do.
Yeah, it's tough.
There's just like I don't even know what day it is, let alone like what video we posted or made like a week ago. You know, like it's so hard to pinpoint something. And
What's
we
your
do so
honest
much.
What's your honest opinion of this podcast?
I love the podcast. I think it's fun. I genuinely before, like when I first started working here and you and Jason were doing the podcast and stuff, and like I had no part of any sort of like production, anything
Sure.
or editing or anything, and you and Jason would go into a room, lock yourselves in the room, and I would just sit in the living room and do my own thing. And so when the podcast would get posted and I would be running errands the next day, like I would genuinely listen to the podcast and like
You would listen
die
to
of
the podcast
laughing.
back home too, right?
No, I didn't listen or watch to anything that you did
Oh,
before I
really?
moved here. Yeah.
Wow.
Unless like somebody brought it to my attention.
Natalie,
but
my best friend, everybody.
I don't know.
Couldn't date her because she's not a fan.
Don't say it. She's not a fan.